Alright, next video of 6.3. Now we're going to evaluate compositions of functions. Right, composition of functions, when you have two functions that are within each other or more. Two or more functions, two or more functions that are within each other. Or within another function, excuse me. Alright, this is my version or my definition of a composition. Alright, and it looks like this. I have two functions that say f of x and g of x. If I want the composition, sometimes they'll say composition, sometimes they don't. Alright? So how do I know when it is, when it isn't? It's by how they do the notation. So they have f or g, doesn't matter. All right, instead of having x, they're going to put all this in place of x. So they put g of x. All right, see how g of x is right here, and it's in x. Or they can have g of x, just then put this function. These are called composition of functions. So you see written like this means composition. What it means, it's substitution. Alright? It's substitution, basic substitution. Alright, we're going to start out real basic we're going to evaluate. Instead of having a function, we're actually just going to have a value. Alright? So for example, here are my two functions. Alright, f of x equals this equation and g of x is equal to this equation. What we're going to do here is you always start on the inside and work your way out. So inside and work your way out. So if I look in the parentheses, I have f of 5. So you're going to do that first. So you're going to put 5 in for x in the function of f. So here's f. We're going to put 5 in for x. All right, so we're going to keep g. So now this becomes 3 times 5 minus 8. Right? That's what that means. We're doing f of x first. I'm putting 5 in for x. Order of operations. So 5 times 3 is 15. 15 minus 8 is 7. Alright. So now we get 7. Now we'll take 7. You notice g is the only thing's left. So we're back. Now we're on to this function. And we're going to plug 7 in for x into here. So this becomes 2, 7 squared. So that's 49 times 2, which is 94. Oh my gosh, folks, I'm having a brain fart of mass proportions. 98. Oh my gosh. I'm on spring break, I guess. Alright, so it's 98. All right. Now what I want you to do is hit the pause, try number 7, hit play, and then we can compare your results. Alright? Alright, so this says I'll do g first. I'm going to plug 4 into g. So here's g, so I'm going to do, alright, keep f. We're going to do 2. We're going to put the 4 here, square. Alright, so 4 squared is 16. 16 times 2 is 32. Now we're going to take 32 and we're going to plug it into f. So that becomes 3 times 32 minus 8. So 32 times 3 is 96 minus 8. So that is 88. And we're doing it again. Alright, so you know what to do. Hit pause, try it, and hit resume button, play, and then compare your answers. Alright, these two are different. If you notice, they're a little bit different from the other ones. You got g of f or f of g. Here we got ff. So what that means is I'm going to plug 6 into f. Right, so that's what's inside first. I'm going to do that first. It'll be 3 times 6 minus 8. So that gives me 18 minus 8 is 10. But I'm taking 10, I'm plugging it back into F again. So it'd be 3 times 10 minus 8. Oops. So that's 30 minus 8, so it gives me 22. For number 9, we're going to plug in 3 into G first. So we got 2, 3 squared. So that's 9 times 2 is 18. And we're going to take that and we're going to plug it back into G again. So it'll be 2 times 18 squared. All right, now I had to go get my calculator. So 18 squared is 324 times 2 gives me 648.